I am all for it. I don't really know if the flags are necessary for this. Okay, well, we're just gonna casually watch this guy be bored, I guess. Looks like it's gonna be another nice day today. Not too windy. Well, there's the bell. Time to get to work. Now I gotta loosen up a little. Hey, there we go. Let me just do a little stretcheroo. Well, hang on. What's that over there? Oh, that can't be good. Excusez-moi. Oh no. Ship's approaching from the northwest distance, 1.5 leagues. It's the Imperial Armada. They've got a full battle squadron. They're in attack formation. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna need literally everybody on this island to get underground. That's not good. Yeah, head for the hills, except not the hills. Head for the underhills. Possessions are replaceable, lives are not. What is with JRPGs destroying the hometown? Everyone get underground! Women and children first, hurry! Well! Damn! Never thought they'd find us. I'm just gonna throw this out here. Did you really didn't think they'd look for air pirates on what you actually call Pirate Isle? Is the name of this place not well known? I'm just saying, it seemed like an inevitability. That flag. It's Galician's flagship. Well, that sounds like something that's not easy to take down. Lord Glacian, we've blasted the island with cannon fire and our troops have begun the invasion. Good. They seem very organized for a small village that is under siege. I don't know who their leader is, but he seems very capable. Perhaps Alfonso was in over his head. Perhaps. No matter. It appears the battle is over. Retrieve the girl and bring her to me. Capture the air pirates. We'll need to interrogate them when we return to Vala. And be sure to destroy their ship as well. And if they resist, Lord Galcian, what does your excellency wish me to do if the situation arises? I don't think they're foolish enough to resist. However, if something does happen, burn the village and kill them all. Let the bodies rot in the sun and leave one of our flags to set an example for others who may defy us. That's a few steps more hardcore than I was prepared to read. What was this game rated? I don't have the box with me. Oh, and Vice and I aren't even here. Oh, it's convenient that we were not there at the time. Oh, there's a problem. And you know what else is a problem is the fact that I still don't know what this game. It's gonna bug me. I have to check right now. I have to know. Get it up. Get out of the chair. Get out of the chair. It's rated teen for mild violence and suggestive themes. That lines up. That makes sense. I suppose the bright colors, perhaps, they helped hide that. I really didn't realize that. All right. Obviously, it's fine, but still. I guess I wasn't prepared to hear dialogue that messed up. Woo! Yeah. Kill everyone! Leave their bodies to rot in the sun. Yeah, alright. Yep, okay, let's head back. Well, if I'm being quite perfectly honest, I don't see how we would be able to do anything. Alright, so we flew north to get here, so we want to fly south to get back. That is how compasses and directions work. Hello. Look, the characters on the boat don't know it, but they're in a bit of a hurry. So maybe knock that noise off yesterday, if you don't mind. I'd attack the looper, but the odds of actually landing a hit are pretty low. So let's just assume that we won't. Critical hits! And that's how you do that. Oh, okay, apparently we had initiative. Alright, well, might as well try. Didn't work. And the crowd is not surprised. Oh, it's using fire! Well, that gives us another round to try and hit it, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm all for hitting the dang thing, but it's not like we are in desperate need of more money. But I'll gladly take more. You won't see any complaints here. Bada bing, bada boom. Give me all that you got. Thank you. Thank you. Getting ourselves some more magics in the process. All right. So... there it is. Okay. Woo, I am gonna get lost in this map, let me tell you. Oh boy. I don't know what I actually was expecting to have happen, but despite it being such a normal thing to happen in video games, you know, especially of this genre, you know, something absolutely horrible happening to the main character's hometown, it's kind of standard, really. For some reason, I didn't foresee it, at least not this soon, you know? Yeah, you better run, you big nerd.
We did it!
I bet you have thick-rimmed glasses. I'm allowed to say that because I had those for the longest time before I started using contacts. Level up! Much appreciation. All right, because boy howdy, are we gonna need a little bit more in the stats in order to be able to do literally anything about this horrible situation. Oh dear. I feel like we're going to arrive after it's all went down. All right, bit interesting that we didn't get a cutscene immediately. Okay, well, everything is kind of smoky, but I'm surprised everything is standing as strong as it is. Oh, you broke the big-ass louder. All right, well, that's the first noted casualty. Anybody in here? I mean, I doubt it, but I figured I should check. All right, then, no, and they're probably down. Very strange that we didn't see a reaction for the, oh no! Vice, is that you? We got hit badly by the Volans, by the Armada. They just attacked us out of nowhere. I barely had time to warn the others. Everything's been destroyed. The women and children took refuge underground, but the captain and the others, they were all captured and taken prisoner. Oh, that's not good. But at the same time, are you sure everything was destroyed? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I mean, it looks. I mean, don't get me wrong. People got kidnapped and captured and stuff, so we gotta do something about that. It didn't even dislodge the granny. Cups didn't even get knocked off the table. I mean, I guess you probably haven't walked inside any of the buildings and stuff, but like, things look rough, but everything seems to have survived okay, except for the ladder. Your father and everyone else tried to make me run and hide underground, but I refused to. Call me a stubborn old woman if you want, but when I die, I want to die in my own home. But I didn't die, and all the young men were captured. Oh, Vice, I'm so glad you're safe, though. It's all so horrible, so horrible. I mean, I guess I can understand the sentiment. Yeah, alright, so, yeah, things aren't looking so great, but things are not as bad as I thought they were gonna be. So, you know, take that for what you will. Alright, well, obviously, mission start. Go down to the bottom area. Take stock of everything. And we've got the sad music. Oh dear. Vice. Oh, thank the moons you're safe. The Armada, they attacked Pirate Isle. They just came out of nowhere and attacked us without any warning. Then they took all the men back to Vala. Then they even destroyed the Albatross. Your father must have been heartbroken. Oh, well, goddamn, they totally did. What the hell? A whole lot of ships from Vala came and started shooting at us. They took everyone's daddies away. And our houses, our whole village. It was all... I don't think it's as destroyed as you think it is. But, I'm not trying to downplay... I think that's good news. I don't know what to do, Vice. Oh, just try to stay strong, okay? All Vice and Ika are gonna do their best to try and solve this problem. Vice, your mother is really worried about you. The last time I saw her, she was in Captain Dine's office. Go see her, Vice. Let her know that you're okay. I will, as soon as I check on Pow. Pow, are you okay? Pow, pow. Dear God, they've even ruined Pow's morale! Oh, this is a very serious situation indeed. Hello, I'm not dead. Ma! Hi, Saika. Thank the moons you two are safe. What happened here? It was the Imperial Armada. They came out of nowhere and attacked us. What happened to Dad? Where is everyone else? I guess we're assuming we didn't talk to any of the NPCs on the way here. Your father said that if we fight, too many lives would be lost, so he surrendered. So Captain Dine and the others, they were taken prisoner by the Armada and taken to Vala. Vala maybe. Damn. Fina, what happened to Fina? I'm sorry, Vice. The Armada took her too. And Vala, the punishment for piracy is death. Fina will probably be killed too. Vice, what should we do? Well, we can't just say there's nothing we can do. That's a load of hooey. What do you think, Aika? We have to save our families. And Fina. I know rescuing everyone isn't gonna be easy, but it's not impossible. Can't let them get away with this. Don't worry, we'll get them back. Somehow. Yeah, you're right. It's up to us. We can't give up now. That's another cute phrase. All right, let's go. Let's show those Valans what happens when they mess with the Blue Rogues. Wait, you won't be able to do anything against Valua in the shape you're in right now. Don't just rush after them. You'll need a plan first. It's not gonna be an easy fight. Well, here's hoping that the guy running the armory is still here, because I need some upgrades. But if we don't hurry, everyone might... As been always said, acting quickly and rushing are two completely different things. That's true. Especially in times like these. You must calm down and plan every move carefully. Don't worry, everything will be alright. Your father won't let things end like this. Not him. Have a little faith in your captain. Yeah, Ma, you're right. Aika, let's rest up today. We'll leave for Vala first thing in the morning. Okay. But seriously, we need to buy some new gear. Uh oh, the serpent. Oh dear. Lord Galician, as you ordered, I brought the girl to see you. I'm just trying to make sure it's either Galcian or Galcian. Galcian? Galcian rolls off the tongue a little better. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Excellent, you may leave. As you wish. Man, that's a dorky looking helmet. Like a mascot suit. And last we meet, Fina. Cannot imagine how much trouble the Armada has gone through to find you. How did you know my name? I am Galician, the sworn protector of Vala and supreme commander of the Imperial Armada. And I have a goatee, just in case you didn't think I was the most evil. I mean, the black robes. Yeah. I'm under direct orders from Her Royal Highness, Empress Teodora to find you and bring you back to Vala. As a citizen of the Silver Civilization, you have information that is useful to us. Will you help us? Well, you very much attempted to murder people in an attempt to get her. I'm gonna go ahead and say she's probably gonna go with a nah. I see. I did not expect you to help us without the proper motivation. However, I believe we have the same goals, so wouldn't it be best for us to help each other? Not with someone with those eyebrows. We will reach Valua in half a day. Enjoy the comforts of the brig until then. Oh, that's gonna be a bit of an issue, isn't it? Oh boy. Okay. Well, apparently the building wasn't so damaged that we couldn't go nap. Oh boy, okay, so we could probably, or rather our only real choice is to take the boat that we had before. But before I do that, we got money, so we should definitely be able to get some new gear. As soon as I can navigate a map properly, God, seriously, all I had to do was, I went every possible wrong direction before the right one. I don't know how I managed to make that work, but I did. All right, let's just take a quick checkup on everybody. We'll see if they're all in the same positions or not. Okay, people seem to have scoodled about a bit. Your mother's doing everything she can to keep calm, but in her heart, I'm sure she doesn't know what to do. Nice, you must come home safely. I don't want to think about what happened to your mother if you were to be captured too. Nice, you're really gonna try and break into Vala to rescue the others? Just be careful, okay? Don't break your mother's heart, you understand? And Aika, you better make sure Vice stays out of trouble. So, it took me a little bit to notice this, but does Aika not have family? I assume we might get some kind of answer to that later. But it sure seems like that's the case. I mean, I've seen Vice's family, but nobody... It seems like maybe Aika's house is hers alone. I mean, so that's kind of cool, but obviously, you know, if it... Not cool if for the bad stuff. Oh, okay. Sorry, Vice. I wish you never had to see Pirate Isle like this. But I hear you're going to Vala to try and rescue everyone. You're crazy, you know that? But I'll be praying for your safety. Straight up, I'm just glad to hear that you're not dead, dude. With these kind of graphics, lying motionlessly on the ground after what you said, it very well could have been your demise. Very glad that there doesn't seem to have been any casualties. At least not yet. That's always a good thing to see. But, guy who sells stuff, were you captured? No, you were not. What about lady who sells stuff? No, you're here too. That's good. That's good. That's good. Captain Dine ordered me to keep all the weapons locked up. That's probably so the other pirates don't raid my stock. Otherwise, how would I make money? Ha ha ha. Now's not the time for laughing about, you absolute buffoonigan. How dare you, Paul Schaefer? If you intend to tangle with Vala, I suggest you buy some powerful weapons. Wouldn't want Captain Dine's only son to perish for want of a good blade. I guess laughing inappropriately is just your thing. All right, then, whatever. All right, well, I've got the money for it. So, yeah, let's buy as much good stuff as we possibly can. Yep, we'll just stick with purple to start. There we go. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, mildly confusing there for just half a second. And, yeah, I mean, that's something, I guess, but why not buy 2 of these? I choose to... Oh, okay. So that's what that's about. I get you. So that way you could have equipped both at the same time if need be. All right, good to know. Also, the way that it's arranged makes it look like we get 4 party members by the end of this. It's still possible that Fina might be one of them. That was kind of my assumption when we, you know, sort of saw her and everything. Let's see. Is it possible for me to... Okay, I'd actually like to take a look at what the items we have... I know I could see from, you know, the stuff and everything that what the items are, but I wanted to take a closer look. Equipment specifically, like... Alright, so it improves your hit percentage, and that improves your quickness a little bit. Okay. So, by taking those off, I can potentially boost what? Will and defense. Okay. I think Aika is quick enough on her feet that she can not have that to get more defense. Because she's already, she trails behind in defense and HP, so it makes sense to give her a little bit more, you know? As for this, I'm not 100% sure what Will does. I will buy one for the sake of having it, but I'm not going to equip it right away. Okay. I'm going to actually need to know what the Will stat accomplishes before I decide whether or not I want to invest heavily in it. Could be super broken, could be completely worthless. It's hard to tell until you actually know the system. Now, come on, Matt, I've set aside some special items just for you and your crew. Use these items to make those Volans regret everything they've done to us. Don't worry about the injured, Vice. I've got plenty of Sacred Crystals in stock to take care of everyone. So, alright, so that's not just a gameplay mechanic. Those straight up actually will heal wounds and help people outside of cutscenes. Or even inside cutscenes. That's good to know. Alright, good to have a good handful of those. We'll also buy a few more of those. And I don't see any reason why we shouldn't have those. There we go, 10 of each. That seems pretty good. Alright, that'll work. That'll work nicely. If all the air pirates never come home, I'll be out of business. That's why I'm counting on you to bring them all back, Vice. You two are lucky you sell incredibly useful stuff for me, otherwise I'd kind of find what you're saying and doing to be redonkulously callous. Alright then, should I'm gonna take a quick look-salute down under. I just want to see if there's anybody else to talk to real quick. I gots to get myself the flavor text if I can get it. Anybody around at all? Doesn't seem like it. That's a bit of a thing. Well, one thing I'm curious about was actually, yeah, okay, she was taken too. Just the wording of everything made me wonder if that one lady, you know, who was talking about, you know, stealing a handsome person or something. The way they said it, they took all the men, you know, but she was a woman. So I was less wondering, did they leave her be? No, it seems like they went too. I've been so worried about Captain Dine and the others that I can't sleep at all. I need to succeed in rescuing everyone so that I can get some sleep again. Also, you know, make sure that they're alive and stuff. That's probably the more important part. But, you know, my sleep schedule. Help me out here, you see? I wonder what would have taken less time. Climbing back up manually like this or taking the rope? I feel like it had to be the rope. Otherwise, why would they have bothered having it be programmed in? Well, either way, it's far too late to turn around now. So, either way, I apologize. Alright, Weiss and Ica are on the case. I just realized Weiss and Ica have the same amount of letters in their name, and so does Fina. That's the exact type of naming conventions I gave to my characters, actually. Huh. Well, that's interesting. It's a freakish coincidence, but it's one that's neat to see. I suppose I could casually bring this up. I usually don't bring this stuff up during Let's Plays. But I have my own, you know, passion project, you know, an animated series I've been wanting to make, and you know, 3 of the main characters that I've got are named Kate, Brian, and Nina, and those all have 4-letter names. And I just realized Weiss, Ica, and Fina do that too. I was just wondering, so now I really hope that, Fina ends up being a party member. She sure looked it, but I'm obviously going to have to save her first. Right. I'm trying to go this way. That's what I was doing. I got my brain all scrambled. All right. I sure hope somebody over here tells me what direction to go. Pow pow. Okay, pal. I have to go away for a little while. You'll be a good boy and look after everyone while I'm away, all right? Pow 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 pow. Weiss, just promise me one thing. You have to promise me that you'll come back safely no matter what. Okay, promise? Well, I can't promise. Sure, I promise. Sure, I promise. Have I ever not come home safely? Have I ever let you down? Lindsay? No, you always come home to us. You see? So you don't need to worry. So don't worry. I'll come back safely and I'll bring everyone back with me. Okay, it's a promise then. I'll be waiting for you. Come home soon. I'm gonna try and fix everything. You just watch. You don't have to worry about anything, okay, Weiss? We're not the little babies anymore. I was a little scared at first, but we gotta learn to take care of things around here too. Respect, little guy? Respect? Don't worry about us, Weiss. We'll take care of everything while you're gone. My injury? That's all better. My dad always told me that anything that doesn't kill you will hurt at first, but it'll only make you stronger. Okay, well, just make sure, you know, you actually let it heal, because if you push an injury too far, you could get a permanent disability. Like, if your leg is hurt, yeah, you can sometimes walk it off, but if you don't let it heal up, you could end up, you know, with a permanent limp. It's happened. You gotta be mindful of that. Bye, Saika! Good luck! You better come back. You promised me, okay? Of course, don't worry. We'll come back with everyone else, too. We're gonna have to steal a boat, because we're not gonna be able to fit everybody on this thing. All right, Ica, let's go. Aye, aye. Followers should be on a landmass due north from here. Thank God you told me that, because I had no idea. Here we come. I am so glad you knew that, Ica. So, like, assuming that we get to be our own pirate crew, you know, away from the big group, I would suppose that would make either... What's a higher station? I imagine a vice captain is better than a first mate, yeah? Or are those technically the same thing, essentially? You'll have to forgive me, I'm not up on the up and up when it comes to nautical stuff and hi. You're going to Valor? Just head north from here. It should be easy to find, but you'll need a passport to get in. Passports are usually only issued to a very small number of merchants who are permitted to trade with Valor. Thank you, random passersby. I forgot somehow about random encounters on this map. Somehow that caught me off guard. All right. The good news is we can totally end some fools before they can really do much to us. We've got power. I feel like the blade beam was unnecessary. You could have taken 1 step forward and then 2 steps back. We come together because opposites attract. I don't know why I decided to reference that of all things. All right, then, well, we'll just take care of all the business. There we go. Take care of all the enemies before they even got a chance to do nothing to us. Man, one of them things got to keep running so much.
That was fun.
Nice. Wink a face. There we go. And we begin the arduous process of actually getting our money back. And I never bothered to learn what Incinerum was. I mean, we already have a fire spell that hits everything. So it's got to be something other than just hits them harder. I imagine we'd have to rank up a little bit more before we got something like that. Well, that sure is a landmass. But I don't think that's a kingdom full of all that military stuff. That looks like it's just a mountain. Yo, butts and bodkins. All right. Always take care of that thing for... Actually, hang on a second. There we go. Let's focus on maybe getting ourselves a little bit more of that there green magic. You can't tell me that we won't eventually learn some kind of magic spell that, like, heals the entire party. That's a staple. I need the Medea spell, people. Okay. Wow! I don't know how you miss running away, but you found a way to do it, you big loser. Now you're gonna die. And that's how that happens. Next time, don't attack us if you never wanted to fight in the first place.
That was easy.
It's not that hard to figure out. Come on now. Oh yeah, also Vice's weapons change too. That's so awesome. Such a tiny detail that you don't get to see that often. When, you know, equipping new weapons actually changes the model. I suppose I should bump into this thing just to make sure. Okay, no. The answer to that is no. It sure is a lot of fog. Visibility is horrible. At the fog's too thick, I can barely see. That's strange. There's never any fog in this region. Wonder what's causing it. The only way to get to Valu is through here. Slow to half speed. Wait, we're too close to that island over there. And then we crashed. Now that's a maiden voyage. I guess it's not the maiden voyage, but still. Where? It appears to be under us. Yeah. There she blows. Nice, look. It's not an island. Whatever it is, it's alive. I'm just gonna throw this out here, but you wouldn't have to squint your eyes if you put your goggles on. That's kind of what they're there for. That's a big honking whale. What the? It's an arc whale. Is it hostile or? I've never seen one this big before. Nice. We'll get killed if we get glued close to it, but we gotta hurry to Vala. Nice. What should we do? Well, we do have to get there, but if we die, that would be a terrible idea. So we should probably not be around this thing. It'll eventually swim away. We can go by then. What do you think we're gonna do? Of course we're gonna retreat. We don't stand a chance against that thing on this ship. I know we're in a hurry, but if that thing capsizes us, everyone we know will be executed. You better play it safe. Glad I got that one right. Okay, can't argue with that. We'll be okay as long as it doesn't see us. Hey gods, was that the sound of it seeing us? Ah! Oh god, it's vomiting! Whoa! Vice, it saw us! Yeah, I noticed. Grab hold of something and brace yourself. Don't let go. But the ship, it's breaking up. Whoa, okay. I know I've been using a lot of Pokemon references, but that very much looked like Dragon Breath to me. All right, so that happened.
Hey.
Get up. Hello? You gonna sleep all day? Get up. Okay, but what about Aika? Where's she at? Oh, my head. Aika! She okay? Aika, are you okay? So, you finally decided to get up, huh? Whoa, hello. That's an old man with a big robot arm. Man with an artificial arm. Because of you two, Ratnam got away. It was so close. What are you? The whale? Is that what it's called? Are you Ahab? Is that what this is all about? Ratnam. Now I remember that huge arc whale that blew our ship off course. I thought we were finished, but you rescued us. Hey, thanks. Thanks? Thanks? You say. Don't start with me. You saved our lives. We're gonna thank you for that. You can't really stop us. Okay, wow! Alright, so I guess you're just a total jackass then, aren't you? Nice. You couldn't have hit me with the not metal hand? Ow. Not sure why, but I keep getting hurt today. Hey! What are you doing, you crusty, rusty old man? I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. And I've been chasing after the arc whale for years. Yeah, okay, well, good for you, Ahab. But just like that, Parabel. Parabel? Like that story, you're wasting your time in life, jackass. I don't care what it took from you. Jesus. I was so close to finally capturing him, but because of you kids, he got away. Yeah, I sincerely doubt that's what happened. I'm really sorry that you didn't catch him, really. Debris from your ship hit my sails. I'm lucky my ship is still airborne. You kids were even luckier that I was here to grab you. Yeah, that's why we thanked you, ass clap. I was working all morning tossing what was left of your ship overboard. Now I'm stuck with the two of you. What? Our ship was destroyed? Well, I imagine it had to have been, otherwise why would be on this one? Hey, this isn't a passenger ship. Everyone on board needs to pull their own weight. If you don't like it, you can jump off. You need to keep the load as light as possible anyway. What? Oh, great. What kind of mess have we gotten ourselves into? Of all the boats to land on, we had to land onto this one. Better than death, but only just barely, I guess. Go down into the hull and bring the 2 supply boxes up to the bridge.
Aye, aye.
Bring 2 supply boxes to the bridge. No problem. Bring them right away. Actually, sir, we were on our way to Valua when we were attacked. Where's this ship heading? Where this ship is going is none of your concern. Now get moving. Well, at the very bare minimum, you could drop us off into any base chunk of land you could find. I think that's really ultimately what we kind of want here. You don't want us here. We clearly don't want to be either. Ah, I give up. I don't really have time to be doing this, but what other choice do I have? I don't like you much. Straight up. Okay, all right. What are we dealing with here? Are you the 2 supply boxes? You look like boxes of supply. Oh. Well, this looks like the box that the old man wanted me to get. What's in this thing? At least he lifted it with his knees. Great, this guy's probably gonna work us to death. Oh, what a fantastic way to go out. And you just know he's gonna insult us. I was like, ah, look at you, you useless sack of crap. You didn't do it nearly as fast as you should have. Okay. Ow. Okay, one more. Just don't give me lip. You look like you've got a little more than lubber on your bones. What's your name, boy?
Uh-huh.
My name is Vice. I'm a blue rogue. I used to do this type of grunt work on the pirate ship. An air pirate, huh? Well, what exactly would 2 air pirates be doing sailing alone? Last I tried to even vaguely tell you what that was, you chewed me out, so bug off with that. Well, we have our reasons. Sir, we need to get to Valua. I beg of you, please take us there. Valua, huh? Explain. Okay, so get a load of all this crap. We're not asking you to do anything other than just drop us off. And that's why we have to get there as soon as possible. We need to save our friends. Trying to pick a fight with the Armada? You've got to be out of your mind, boy. I have no time to babysit you and your friend. I need to find Radcam again. Try your luck with a different ship. Alright, fine. Where can we find one? I see. It'd really help if you could bring us, but you can't force you to. By the way, why exactly are you chasing Rackham anyway? I mean, I told you my story. It would only be fair if you did the same, but somehow I doubt it. There's no need to tell you. And there's still one supply box left. Get down to the hole and get moving. God, you suck. Great, I spilled my butts. That's a terrible thing to spill. Don't do that. He keeps quiet. And then he makes me do more work. What's with this guy? Ay, 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 ay. All right. Another box. Not for nothing, but where exactly is Ica right now? Great. Now I gotta move boxes all day. What is in this thing anyway? A cutscene so well animated, they had to use it twice. Well, that's all the physical effort I could expend in a single day, I'll tell you that much. Assuming I can lift it anyway. I'm done, sir. Alright, now on to the next chore. Take the helm. What? Are you really letting me? I want to see how well you can sail. If you can't sail, then you'll be loading the boxes the rest of the trip. Wow. Most of my duties revolved around raiding, so I hardly ever got to fly our old ship. Well, they're pretty old. These gauges are in great shape. And the wheel's so light. It's really responsive, too. The ship must make really tight turns. Huh. For someone who's hardly ever been at the helm of a ship this size, you seem to know quite a bit, boy. I spent a lot of time on the bridge of the Albatross, so I picked up a lot. Good. Let's see if you can actually sail. Our destination is Sailor's Island, about 40 leagues northeast from here. Beats the hell out of lifting boxes. Wait a minute, you could at least tell me the name of this ship. And yours while you're at it? The ship's called the Little Jack, and I'm Drachma. Alright, now stop fooling around. The sun's gonna set soon. Aye, aye. Captain Drachma, Little Jack full speed ahead. Excuse me? And the, okay. I'm sorry, that was a lot to take in immediately out of nowhere. Hello.